Hello everyone, Tashina here with Be Like Siva, and I'm excited to share information that we share on a bi-weekly basis about how home-based business and why it's a good idea. And I am super excited to do it today because I'm doing it from my hotel room in Puerto Rico, which is one of the benefits that we talk about when having a home-based business. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and start the PowerPoint presentation and share my screen. And here we go. So today we do this on a regular basis, reminding people and having this information available of why now is the best time to start a business and why home-based business might be a great place to start. So for those that don't know me, that might get this replay that I'm doing the beginning of May in 2022, I'm currently an automotive professional. And I love my job. I work for one of the big three in Michigan. And there's tons of things that I love about my job, but then there's also some things that just aren't so fun. So I get to use a lot of my skills doing that. And the home-based business that I represent, because I'm so well paid, I wasn't looking for a home-based business. And because it's health and wellness, which we'll get into, it wasn't really in my wheelhouse. So in the automotive industry, it's, corporate. It's what we do there is we have a lot of fast food, Buffalo Wild Wings, pizza once a month. We exercise, but there's not a lot of people concerned to eat super, super healthy or a certain way, sustain ourselves with 5 cups of coffee and neon colored energy drinks and Mountain Dew and diet sodas and all types of stuff like that, diet pop. And usually we get to our 30s, super stressed out. In the group that I was in when I started directly with General Motors about 10 years ago, everyone got to their 30s and we all had at least high cholesterol, high blood pressure. It was just like the normal thing that would happen. And we just accepted it. On top of that, I had all types of just things that I was told was normal. I was told I had a weakened immune system. I had things like eczema and always had allergies, couldn't breathe any time of the year. I had just different type of respiratory issues. And then I got to what I thought was relatively still young, started to have lots and lots of issues. I started to have hormone issues on top of the skin and immune issues. I started to have gut issues. Again, I was one of the people that got high blood pressure. That was the one that hit me, not the high cholesterol. And I was sick and miserable and sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I found an amazing solution. And that solution came through a network marketing company, which served to be a home-based business. And I started sharing right away. And within 3 months, I was able to get my monthly order paid for because I had had such dramatic results. I had to share with people, just like someone would share about their favorite restaurant or their favorite movie. But because I was sharing my story about some life-changing products, then I was able to get a thank you check for that. And now I have diversified my income into a lot of different things, including coaching and NFTs and all types of different stuff, to the point that very shortly I will be quitting my job. So that is my current story and why home-based business was great for me. So let's get into some things, information, and a little bit of stats of why you may want to take a look at it. So here I have companies that were created between 2008 and 2010, which in the United States was known as the Great Recession. And that did spread across a lot of the world. And these are companies that were created during that time. So what happened was they saw a need, they filled that need, and now these are household names. So as you look at this slide, I want you to think, how many of these companies do you use? So I'm in Puerto Rico, been using WhatsApp all day long, every day. And even when I'm not here, I use it all day long every day because I communicate with people in other countries, in Europe, in Africa, in South America, in the Caribbean, and it allows me to communicate with them. I use Instagram all day long. I post things. I am an extreme extrovert. And as an extreme extrovert, I like to share my life with people. So I post a lot on Instagram. I've been on Instagram probably since 2010. Venmo is a payment system. I have Venmo. I don't use it as much, but I do have it. Square is another payment system. Just about any local coffee shop or local store that you go to, they have usually this very large white machine, and it's usually a Square machine actually. So it's a very popular payment system for entrepreneurs and small businesses. Groupon, that is one of my favorite ways to get some discounted self-care. I will check out a new salt therapy place or massage place. Pinterest, most women love Pinterest. They get lots of information. It's actually recently been a very good way for entrepreneurs to find different markets and audiences. I don't spend any time on Pinterest usually. I just get quotes from there. So I'm not the target audience of Pinterest because, again, I'm corporate, right? But for a lot of busy moms, it's like they love it, right? And then Uber, Lyft and Uber is the only way that I usually get myself around when I visit other states. Unless I'm traveling for work and my company has rented the car for me, I usually don't rent a car myself, and I just will Lyft myself or Uber everywhere. So again, think about how people lost their jobs, they lost their home, they lost everything between 2008 and 2010. But these companies were created and now thrived. So just think about that as we go through this information. So what we are talking about, for clarity, is a network marketing company. And we know that a lot of people have bad taste in their mouth from network marketing. But we just have to remember that just like there are industries where you need to have influence and are sales-based, sometimes you're going to have bad taste in their mouth about it, like automotive sales or lawyers. So there are a lot of people doing network marketing wrong, but there are so many benefits when you do it the way that it was designed. So what are some of the benefits? You can build it part-time, anytime, and build it from anywhere. Again, I work 45 hours a week when I'm not on vacation. I'm on vacation for these 4 days while I'm here in Puerto Rico. But usually I work 45 hours a week, and I'm still able to run my network marketing business because I can do it in the evenings, maybe scheduling things. I do lives, I do educational things like this, 5 p.m. after work hours. And I can do it from anywhere, like Puerto Rico or other states when I travel. You can launch it for as little as $500 to $1,000. And that we're talking about any network marketing company. So you may be very clear on what direction you want to go. And if you think about a traditional business, launching one of those is usually somewhere between $100,000 to $1 million. And that's one that's pretty secure, like a franchise, a very small franchise or large franchise. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because your business partners have vested interest in you. And there's lots of collaborations that go on. You can create enough tax deductions alone to make it worthwhile. That's one of the things that I love. So part of my story is in 2008, I was married at the time, and my ex-husband lost his job, and my job was in question. So one of the things that I did in order to make sure that I didn't lose my house, like a lot of people were doing at that time, was I went out and I got another job. And within a 5-year period, I was able to actually double my income. Because just like those people that started businesses, instead of me, rolling over and saying, I'm going to just take this, I was like, I'm going to make sure this never happens again. But doubling my income by switching up to another company and then coming in direct at General Motors and getting a raise within a 5-year period put me in another tax bracket. Now, the time that I got the raise at the very end of that 5 years, if I had not started a home-based business that gave me tons of tax deductions, I probably wouldn't have saw any of that raise. So this is one of the best things. Plus, like, some of your vacations are tax deductible. Like, I'm going to Salt Lake City to the Young Living Convention. I'm performing there on stage doing poetry. So super excited. And of course, I'm not a tax professional, so please consult your normal tax professional so that you have an idea of what tax deductions are legally acceptable for you in your personal situation. You can learn it while you earn it. So it's amazing when you can have on-the-job training, right? But there's a lot of places where you have to at least be in school for 6 months, a year, sometimes 2 years before you can think about having some type of internship or earning while you're still learning. With network marketing, the day that you sign in, that day you can start making money and sharing with other people. You can earn an extra $500, $1,000, $5,000 or more a month. And when we do these calls, we have people that make that on these calls. With time and success, your income will be produced by hundreds, perhaps thousands, which is super exciting because what that really means is that you have affected indirectly hundreds or thousands of people's lives. That honestly is the most exciting part to me because my life was so radically and dramatically changed. My health, emotionally, mentally, and physically was so upgraded that I want that for a billion other people because I know it's possible for them. That to me, the ability to bless other people is the best reason to be in network marketing. Now, why health and wellness? So you could choose to get in a network marketing company that's telecommunications or technology or some type of bags. But why would you want to think about health and wellness? Why did I choose health and wellness? Well, I chose health and wellness because my health and wellness was blessed to be on belief. But also, these are some statistics that makes it a very smart choice. You see, the global wellness market reached approximately 4.4 trillion in 2020. The health and wellness industry is a growing field, and it grew by 9.9% in 2020. And the wellness economy is tracking to reach nearly 7 trillion in 2025 because of those stats. The categories are so broad. They include healthy eating, nutrition and weight loss, mental wellness, personal care and beauty, physical activity, public health, prevention, and personalized medicine, spas, wellness tourism, and workplace wellness. And now, why did I choose, and why might you want to choose Young Living? Well, Young Living owns their own farms. They are industry leaders in their research and testing. They have a seed to seal promise that is unmatched in the industry. You can check out Seed to Seal, the website, in order to get more information. They literally have better than organic standards. They have 25 plus years of experience. The company is now 28 years old. I like round numbers, and 25 sounds cool. But they also have 10 years before that of research. There's low startup costs. Remember we talked about that $500 to $1,000 to start? Well, Young Living, you usually get started with like a package of products so that you know what you're getting into. And that's usually around $200. You also want to get your brand ambassador kit, which is $30 or about $50 after everything ships. And then you want to make sure that you are plugged into whatever your next coming educational thing is. So right now we have our Young Living Convention coming up, and that ticket is about $200. So as you can see, you get so much value for not even $500 when it comes to Young Living. They have the largest selection of essential oils, oil-infused products, and toxic-free lifestyle brands. So remember that slide we talked about how diverse health and wellness was? Well, Young Living is the only company that I know of that hits every single one on that slide. It's amazing because people will come to me and they'll share something with me, like a weight loss, a diet tea, makeup, CBD. They will come to me with so many different things, this miracle herb. And I'll be like, guess what? I got it already. Don't you know what I do? Because they literally have the widest selection, more than 700 products. And they're always coming up with new and innovative things on every 3 months, really. And when you go to convention, you're going to learn about the new products and have the opportunity to get them right there in the middle of June. So just a little bit about the potential, because we are talking about home-based business. So you want to know how this business can be. Well, most people just they choose not to share. And that's cool. You can be a customer and you can get your life changed and keep it to yourself. But if you want to bless your friends and family, you just start out as a distributor. And even if you share with 1 and 2 people, on average, a distributor can make $26 a month. You know, that is a little extra to get you a couple cups of coffee or something and take something off of your plate. Now, if you continue to share, you can reach the rank of star. And on average, a star makes around $75 a month. So in order to get all the commissions, you need to spend about $100 a month. So right there, you're almost getting your check paid for. You can then go to senior star, which is on average about $235 a month. And to get even more bonuses, you can spend $300 a month, and you've almost got that covered. You can also get to the level of executive, which is about $425 per month. And at that level, you're getting the $300 covered, and you start to have some extra in order to pay bills. I know people that have become debt-free because they've been executive, and that's what they chose to do. You can also reach the rank of silver, which is about $2,000 per month. Gold, which is about $5,600 per month. Platinum, which is about $14,000 per month. And diamond, which is about $36,000 per month. And again, we've had individuals on this call, and we have personal friends that have reached those ranks. So where do you need to be on this chart? Me, right now, I'm working on gold. I want you to think about that. And I want you to think about what would have happened if you knew about these companies and where they were going in 2008 to 2010. Like, how would your life have changed if you had ridden any of those waves? And now you have an opportunity. The health and wellness, maybe it's a slower wave, but it's a steady wave, and it's going up. And you have an invitation to ride that wave. So 10 years is going to pass anyways. Why not start a home-based business, share part-time, but intentionally, regularly, on a weekly basis. Change your health, your wellness, and your finances at the same time. Thank you for joining me for this presentation, and I look forward to seeing you at our next one. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye.